Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I am docLUXURY and I have another video. This time I will be comparing or doing a review on this Chanel card key case with the Louis Vuitton classic key case. So yeah, stay tuned to see what I have to say about these cases. I've been using this case now for at least maybe 4 or 5, maybe even half a year, and I've used it every single day, and you can see that I am currently using it right now. And first I'm gonna do a review on this piece and then I'll compare it to the Louis Vuitton clay. So what I use this for primarily is for cards. I have a bunch of cards in here. I have loyalty cards, I have my health insurance card, I have like my Costco, my Sam's Club card, and I have a lucky $2 bill. And so I keep all this in here. And what I have to say about this piece is that I love it. So when I first thought about getting this piece, I was concerned about the thickness of it because my Louis Vuitton ones, and I can see the blinking light, so I'm gonna have to go and change the battery. Give me 1 second.
A few moments later.
Alright, I am back. Okay, so like I said, I was concerned about the thickness of this piece because I was going to use it in my pocket, and I don't really like, I mean, look at all my keys. I don't want any extra, you know, stuff in my pockets that I don't need in there. Anyways, I ended up taking the plunge because I did find a good deal on eBay, where I found this piece, and from the same seller I found this piece as well. And so I've been using this piece along with this piece for the past half a year or so. But yeah, since I got a good deal on it, I decided to go ahead and get it and try it out, and I have been in love ever since. So as far as wear and tear on this thing, I mean, already it's in that brushed ruthenium hardware, so you can't really tell if I put those scratches there or if the scratches were already there to begin with. It is in a caviar leather, so you can't even see any scratches on the leather itself. Here is the back side. The only thing that I see that is not like when I first got it, so there are some, I don't know if you can see it, there are some loose stitches or some pop stitches, if you can say, because then the stitches go from the edges and it continues onto the other side of this piece, or it just folds in where the crease is. The good thing about this piece is that there is no glazing, and so that is not an issue here, but the only thing that I see is that there are some stitches that have been you know, popped. But I was just gonna pick up my LV one to see if there is any glazing, and there's not, I don't think. But anyway, so let me just show you or tell you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 cards in here currently, and you can see, I mean, that is the general thickness of it. Here is my card case, and you can see it is relatively thin. And so on a daily basis I have this in one pocket and this whole set in a different pocket. And I also have, so my phone case also has a couple cards in here as well. And let me put that. So I have a couple cards in here as well, including my ID, and this is all I really carry on a daily basis. And if I go out let's say at night or anything like that, I do carry my bag with me with other stuff, but for in general, this is all I really need. So, not actually sure what the dimensions are of this piece, but it fits in my pocket pretty nicely. So let me now go into comparing it with the Louis Vuitton clé. And clé in French means key. And so this is the Damier Azur case. I also have it in ebene, and I recently sold my monogram one. The reason why I sold the ones that I have sold, so I also sold an old ebene one and I purchased it again. But the problem with canvas, if you own a piece and you use it, the paint will eventually rub off. And I've noticed that with all the pieces that I have put in my pocket, because I continuously take them in and out of my pocket. And over time, the paint, or you know, here in this case the purple and the light gray, the checker would eventually fade away, and I did not like that. And so, and I can see that there is a little bit of glazing on the top here. But overall, it's still in really good condition because I have never put this one in particular in my pocket. I've only used this in my bags because I knew this would definitely have some color transfer and you know, rubbing off of the pattern. But let me show you the main differences here. And I've noticed this a whole lot while using this piece. You can see the chain. The chain is probably not quite twice as long, but it is definitely longer. Here is the end of the Chanel one, and here is the end of the Louis Vuitton one. And so the problem with this, if I am using this in the car, of course I have my car key. This thing just dangles and it hits my leg. And so what I have done, so I had this thing in my car before, but it is a phone holder that I have put, like, you know, in my cigarette lighter outlet. And this I just put it on top of the phone case. So that is really, I forget what I was saying. My memory card got full, so I had to change it. And now here is another memory card. But like I was saying, I put this in the phone holder that I have in my car, and it just works, you know, just fine. This one, when I did use the ebene and the monogram versions, it would just, you know, hit my leg, and I just got used to it. But here is a comparison between the two. So they are the same length. The Chanel one is just a little bit taller. And here is the biggest difference. You can see that if it'll focus, the Chanel one is just a little bit thicker. There you go. Oh, and another difference is that, so the Louis Vuitton one only zips from here to here. And I'm currently using this one, as you guys know, for my my Mentos. And here it zips from here all the way down, and it makes for the opening to be quite large. And so it makes for, you know, ruffling through the cards in here a little bit easier. Other than that, so the hardware, like I said, is in that ruthenium brushed type. This one is in the silver, I mean in the gold. And I have noticed that the hardware on these pieces, especially the Louis Vuitton pieces, they tend to go from gold to silver. And so, yeah, I just try to be very careful with this one. And like I said, I have sold my monogram one because that was pretty beat up. But the nice thing is, currently this clay is $200 at Louis Vuitton. And this one, I believe, I'm not sure if it actually increased in price, but when I purchased it, when I recently purchased another one, and I'll show you that in a second, it was $525. I think there's a chance that this one went up to $600, but I'm not sure. And so there is quite a price difference, more than double the price difference. But here you're getting full leather. I mean, the inside is a cloth material. The inside of this one, I believe, is lined in leather. And the outside is a coated canvas. Alright, so another thing I wanted to do with this video is, like I said, I recently purchased another item, and I just wanted to change it out. Oops, wrong one. I wanted to change it out because I want to give this one a break. So here is the box, has all the ribbon and the camellia flower. And the piece that I am going to change it out into is this black one. And I still don't know if this is in that iridescent caviar, but it is black. And here you can see, and it is in silver hardware. So here are the two side by side. I could do that better. There you go. So this is fresh out of the box, never used. And this one has been used for about half a year. Alright. So I think this one also has... Oh, so the hardware is still in its protective paper. I'll take that off. So this one is in a shiny silver, and so it could get scratched up and it'll be more noticeable than the brushed ruthenium, but you gotta use it. Okay, so here's the paper, and it is further wrapped in a plastic. Oh, and it looks like... I'm going to go ahead and take off all my keys off of this one, and I'll show you the differences between the newer one. So the old one, it has just a simple, you know, key ring, but the new one I see mimics... Oh, there's more plastic on here. I'm taking off the plastic, and so I'm not going to return it, so don't worry. Okay, so the new one has a mechanism that's very similar to the Louis Vuitton key rings. You can see you pull that down. Let me see. Push that down and it rotates until you have an opening, and that's where you put your keys. So let me go ahead and put my keys on. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Okay, so there you go. I'm going to lock it back. And I will put... So the serial number is on a little flap in there. I thought that was a little different, but it's the same as this one. There's a little flap in there as well. And the sticker is right there, if you can see. This one was made in Italy, and it has a maroon interior. I'm going to go ahead and put my cards in here. Alright, so that does it for this video. And yeah, just stay tuned for more videos. And until next time, remember to be you and stay confident. Bye bye, you guys.